Welcome back to The Working Lunch. I'm Jack Crumley. I am joined now by a longtime Cincinnati businessman, developer. Steve Misleh joins us right now from the Misleh Group, I suppose is the official title for what you got going on. Steve, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
No, I'm really glad to have you on.
Yeah.
I was telling you before we got on the show today that I've been wanting to have you on for a few weeks now, in that you guys recently made a purchase of some land to develop in Norwood, multi-unit development that is going to be the home of another Skyline Chili location.
We're currently in Norwood. We're in Surrey Square.
Right.
And this opportunity presented itself. Everybody's been great at Surrey Square. The Bricksmore that owns that's been fine. This opportunity presented itself, and I thought, you know what? Paycor came to us, Paychecks, and Steve Burden is their guy, customer and friend. And he said, Steve, would you be interested in this? And I said, let me have a look. I looked at it, and I looked at it again. You know what? Yeah. I'd be real interested in this.
Yeah, so this is that development that's along the Norwood Lateral, right next to the Paycor building?
It's just in front of it.
Yeah.
And Paycor, Urology Group, Mercy, there's a bunch of office and medical there. Mm-hmm. And it's 2.887 acres. Yeah. It's all the grass on Joe Sanker there.
Yeah.
And we went through the due diligence and got everything squared away, and it worked out. So we're getting ready to get started.
So, but this is a multi-unit development area. You're not just going to be putting Skyline in there.
No.
There's plans for multiple things.
Roughly 14,000 square feet.
Yeah, that's a lot of footage.
Two separate buildings, but total of 14,000 square feet. There'll be 2 drive-throughs. Skyline will be one.
Good news for Norwood, everybody.
Norwood's been great as well to work with. Everybody's just been really, really helpful.
Yeah,
everyone wants to see this happen.
Yeah. So what else are you thinking about putting in there, though?
Well, we've got some lot of interest.
Okay.
We've talked to Dunkin' Donuts has expressed an interest. Mm-hmm. I've got a call into the graders, Rich and Chip,
cool,
to see if they would be interested. We've got some other Penn Station I've heard's interested. Some others are interested. So we'll see. I mean, it's open.
Yeah.
I got my leasing agent is TC Bartuzik. He's Norwood local, and he knows what he's doing.
So would the Surrey Square Norwood location move into the?
I will move it. Yes.
Okay. How long has that Surrey Square location been there?
Oh, geez. The Meyer family moved it in, I want to say, the late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
And then we expanded it in, I want to say, 07.
Okay.
And it's an end cap drive-through. It's 3,500 square feet.
Yeah. The reason I'm asking is just that, that means you guys have seen Norwood really, I mean, there's been a lot of changes in Norwood in just the last 10 years.
Huge metamorphosis.
Yeah. I mean, for the longest time, Rookwood was sort of one of the signature things that Norwood had going on that maybe had an effect commercially outside of the city itself. But I mean, with that Factory 52 development,
yes,
tremendous. Have you guys seen, even all the way down to Surrey Square, an impact on things from things like that?
We are, and there's the old Quality Inn.
Yeah.
I believe the Cleecamp Group is developing that as well, with apartments and condos there.
Yeah.
Which is also on Montgomery Road near my development.
Yeah.
So.
And you said it's been tremendous change.
Yes.
Is it kind of a wild thing to talk about? Tremendous change. Norwood gets a bad rap a lot of the time.
If you pin the center of the city, it lands in Norwood.
Yeah. It's the Vatican.
It's right there. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, you're a bridge between 2 highways.
Yeah.
The lateral. It should be doing what it's doing. It should be exploding.
It's a perfectly centrally located community that is easy access.
Great people.
To get anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So knowing that location that you're looking to move the Skyline to, and knowing how at times, people might be looking for maybe a late night snack, that's going to be splitting the pie with that White Castle that's just a little bit up the street too.
I don't know what our hours will be. They won't be 24 hours, I can promise you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good combo.
Yeah.
I mean, we're checking a lot of boxes. I mean, within less than an eighth of a mile, you've got Skyline, La Rosa's, White Castle, possibly Graders. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, you're really looking to check a lot of boxes for this development area. And you said everybody's been great to work with and work around. And the Paychex folks came to you.
They're wonderful. It's been great. That property, they needed to develop. They wanted me to develop it. They were working really well with me to develop it, and it's all working out.
No, that's really great.
So.
And I've driven by that spot a lot of times. But your family has a long-running history with Skyline, been going for decades now. What is that like for you?
Well, the Lambrinides family founded Skyline in 1949, and my family grew up with their family. In the Bottoms is what it was called in Cincinnati.
That was down by the stadium, right?
Yes.
Where the stadium is.
Near the suspension bridge and all of that. And they all knew each other. And the Lambrinides knew my father very well and asked him if he'd be interested in doing this.
Yeah. Your father, Adib, right?
Adib.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Dad jumped at it. And so in 1962, Dad started with the first of his stores was Beachmont, which is now owned by the Holland Group. But Dad opened up 4 stores in 8 years. So from 62 to 70, Beachmont, Oakley, Fairfax, and Walnut Hills.
Yeah.
And, we've expanded from that footprint. And, it's funny, you go from end cap running to drive-throughs that are freestanders and owning or trying to own.
Yeah.
And the evolution of the brand as well. But the one thing that's always held true is that great flavor.
Which
Skyline.
is such a Cincinnati-specific thing. I mean, talk about, we've said this on the show a lot before, the idea of more or less getting in on something at the ground floor and being there for this thing that is so uniquely local to expand the way it has. What an incredible position that your dad was able to put you guys in.
It was a team effort.
Yeah.
From the Skyline, the Lambrinides family, straight through to everybody that got involved. The Chantillis family started with our family. The first franchisee actually was a guy named Joe Paulus.
Okay.
And his son Nick is still down on 9th Street down here. Great people.
How often do you guys all sort of get together and talk about the history and where things are at now?
Skyline Corporate's really good about doing that.
Yeah.
The Williams buying Skyline, and they've even made it they've taken it up even more in terms of getting us together in conventions and round tables and things of that sort. It's been nice.
Yeah, well, and I know that the Skyline Corporate put out a very nice statement when your mom passed away a few years back, just really highlighting the importance of the hand-in-hand sort of relationship that the overall corporate has had with your family.
Yes, we are a family.
Yeah.
Everyone involved with Skyline's a family.
So being in a family and being where you're at in the family business, and your brother, Mike, right, is
Mike.
Also...
Cam, he's retired.
Cam's doing his
My
thing
sister,
too.
yeah, Vicky.
So what is that like growing up? Did you always want to be in the chili restaurant business?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. When I was 8 years old, I used to just pound my father to go to work with him. And I used to help unload the trucks and stuff like that. And I loved it.
Yeah.
Funny story, a few years ago I met Jimmy Russell, bourbon, Godfather bourbon,
Sure.
Wild Turkey. And I said, I love the fact that you're still working. And he took offense to that. He said, son, I've never worked a day in my life. It's passion and it's love. And it stuck with me. And that's what we do.
Yeah. Do you think it was because of the restaurant part specifically that got your attention as a little kid, or you just wanted to be around what Dad was doing?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
A little bit of both. It's never, everyone has good days and bad days with whatever they do. But I wouldn't change any of it.
Yeah.
I love what I do. It's so much fun.
Well, yeah, and you're hanging out with the bourbon guy, and again, we were talking off the air about you've been traveling a lot lately, and you get to, there's a element of name recognition that even though it's not the the corporate family. You guys have been doing your own thing here for quite a while now.
We love doing it, being part of the communities that we're in and giving back and helping and things like that. And it means something to our family. It means something to our customers. It means something to our city.
Yeah, well,
it's very important.
The brand being such a recognizable name. I mean, I don't want to say that there's an obligation to be involved with the giving back, but I mean, because there is such strong local roots, I mean, that just makes sense, right?
I think so. I mean, name another brand that has such a grip on its own city. There's such a sense of pride that goes with it. And it's regional. It's not national, it's regional. But when you hear about Cincinnati, one of the first things that comes top of mind is Skyline.
Yeah.
And that's really special. It's unique to our own town.
Yeah.
I take great pride in it, and I think the Cincinnatians do as well.
Well, and I think not a lot of cities have that. Not a lot of cities have the sort of brand history, long-running local companies that have stayed true to their roots and are involved in little leagues and all sorts of support for various community organizations, Dragonfly Foundation, you name it. Mm-hmm. I think that's, I think people, it's nice to sort of remember that we're lucky what we've got here.
You don't see it everywhere.
No, you don't see it everywhere.
It's easy to overlook if you don't really pay it. We're unique as a town.
We will be back with Steve Misleh, talking more about the Misleh Group and Skyline Chili and all sorts of other stuff here in the Cincinnati area. You are watching The Working Lunch here on The Crown. Welcome back to The Working Lunch. My name is Jack Crumley. Thank you for joining us. We're continuing our conversation with Steve Misleh of the Misleh Group, franchise operator of a number of Skyline locations all throughout the city, all throughout the tri-state here. Started by your dad working with the original corporate folks. What got your dad into this area in the first place, your father Adib?
He was born in New Jersey in 1926.
Okay.
Moved as very young. Under 2.
Second generation?
Second generation.
Okay.
So he was the first of the generation to come over. All 4 of my grandparents came over from the Middle East.
Okay.
So, and then Dad was born, like I said, in 26. Mom was born in 34. And they have 4 children.
Do you know what it was that got him to go from Jersey to Cincinnati in the first place?
My grandfather. He was always dressed in a suit and tie, very meticulous, very well educated. Mm-hmm. I never knew him. He passed before I was born or even thought of. They said, we're coming here, and then they were downtown, and they had a restaurant called the El Arab. It was Middle Eastern food. Mm-hmm. It's still on 2nd and Broadway, that building.
Yeah.
And my father was working there, and after World War II, he was working there, and
so in addition to moving then, but served in the war.
Yes. He was, he went to St. X High School, graduated in 44. Mm-hmm. If you ever get a chance to look at that yearbook, you need to look at it.
Class of 44?
Class of 44. I mean.
So your dad is in that book?
Yes.
Who else is in there?
The Keatings, Charlie and Bill.
Okay.
Bob Conway.
Okay.
Art Ney. Clement Banger.
Good grief.
George Ratterman.
This is all the same graduating class?
I mean, not St. X. They were all there together.
Yeah.
Maybe not graduating, but they were all there together.
Yeah.
What's his name? Charlie Wolf. The Wolf family.
Yeah.
Steve Wolf, Johnny Wolf. Charlie Wolf. He was a classmate of my father's as well. So it was an incredible class.
Yeah.
And it was downtown. And he enlisted in the military, and they tested his IQ and said, go to college.
They said, we're not sending you.
We don't know what happened to the rest of us, but Dad had a lot of IQ. And then he re-enlisted, and they said, what do you do? He goes, I'm a chef. And they said, well, now you're designing barracks. So they sent him over to the Philippines, which he said was the hottest place on earth.
Yeah, the humidity. Well, it's not the heat, it's the humidity, right?
I've not been there, but I can only imagine. And then he went to Okinawa.
Okay.
And was over there.
So he then gets back into the States, and that's when he hooks up with the Skyline family.
Well, they knew each other growing up.
Okay, yeah.
Downtown, and the Lambrinides family, it wasn't corporate, it was their family and their recipes, asked my dad if he'd be interested, and he leapt at it. He couldn't wait. he jumped at the opportunity.
Yeah, well, he's chef by trade, like you said, and now this opportunity to
Love the product, love
Yeah.
the simplicity of the product, loved the speed, loved all of it.
That's got to make it a lot easier when you really have a specific, belief and an enjoyment of the product itself. That probably helps with the plan there.
Yes, absolutely. And as a child, we grew up with 4 chefs in our house.
Yeah.
So it was pretty fun to we loved cooking and eating, and he loved that concept. He loved Skyline's concept.
Yeah. Does the actual process of it, like you said, the ease with which it's it may be easier to get something on the plate in front of people versus other types of restaurants, that played a role for him?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, you don't have a broad-based menu where you have to inventory. The simplicity of our concept is really special.
Yeah, and that's what's really sort of helped it take root, I think, over the years, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have kids?
Yes.
Are they also, I'm always interested in talking with people involved in various levels of business, whether it's a family business or something that they're looking to pass on. I mean, the idea of stewardship plays a big role. How does that look with your kids? Are they looking to move into?
My sons are 25 and almost 23. The 25-year-old has expressed interest, Nicholas. He's got a degree in cyber security, and
okay.
he's doing very well with that right now. The door's always open. The youngest is graduating from Ohio State on Mother's Day.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. And he worked as an intern for a company in town and did not like office work.
Okay.
So he said, Dad, I think I want to do what you do. So he's going to be coming in at the ground level. You have to learn to crawl before you do the rest. So he will start and work with us and see where it takes him.
Well, I mean, that's how you came up, right? Being an 8-year-old wanting to follow Dad to work and helping unload the trucks and everything.
Correct.
Build it all from the ground up. How much of it is wanting, is there an innate want to have them get involved, but then also you got to let the bird fly out of the nest?
Yeah, I mean, the way we were raised, and I think this is pretty normal for most people and families, you want to leave your children in a better way than your parents left you.
Sure.
And some of that could be, it could be restaurant, it could be business, it could be money, it could be success. I think it's just all of those things in life, encapsulated in life. Mm-hmm. You want to leave them in a good way and give them the roots and the wings to grow and expand in whatever they do. But that door always should be open.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Because you want them to flourish on their own. What is it like for you as operating the franchise and working very closely with the corporate side of things, and your family and the working with corporate is a pretty hand-in-hand sort of thing, I would presume. What are the challenges of operating these restaurants that are a known quantity? It's you're not trying to pitch anybody necessarily on a new concept. What are the challenges of working within sort of a known space?
You want to keep it fresh. You don't want to get stale. The restaurant business, I think it's got a 96% failure rate.
Yeah, right.
It's number one, I believe.
Razor thin margins.
Yes. Yeah, it's not an easy business to succeed in. So we're very fortunate with the brand and what we've done with it as collectively as a Skyline industry corporate, franchisee, all of that.
Franchisee.
We got a lot of that.
Yeah.
So you want to try and keep things fresh. We put a lot of money into our marketing and try and come up with great new fun ideas, value proposition. Markets change. We have to change with those markets.
Right.
You'll see a lot of that. If you read industry magazines, you'll see people going into value added right now, or all you can eat stuff, or not really that one, but kids meals and things of that sort to try and get traffic and generate traffic.
Yeah, bells and whistles that are.
I'll tell you, COVID really changed our dynamic.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Drive-throughs are well over 55-60% of our business now. That wasn't the case before.
How big of a jump was it going from before to now?
Oh, I would say 15 to 25%.
Wow.
And in any range of that in our system.
Was that just because people it didn't occur to them that they could, I mean, the drive-through was there in the
Which
run-up.
it totally changed the dynamic.
Yeah.
I mean, it really did. I mean, we used to have huge late night rushes.
Sure.
And bar crowds and things of that sort. It all kind of went away.
Yeah.
I mean, we're slowly as a society starting to go back a little bit. But I don't, I don't think people are out past midnight very often anymore.
I mean, certainly the number of places that used to be open 24 hours a day they'll close at 10, 11, or 12 now. That's very much turned into a thing.
Yeah. And the people, I think coming through the drive-through, you could go through restaurants.
Sure.
During the COVID protocols. You could do that in a car.
Yeah.
So people got used to it.
In terms of other challenges of, again, operating this sort of known brand, a familiar, beloved, long-running brand in town, I would imagine you guys are still dealing with the same challenges that so many other restaurant industry outlets are in terms of cost of inflation, cost of labor. I mean, that's sort of a constant concern, right?
Yes. Yes. And people. You want to get the right people.
Is it still a pipeline? Is it still a popular thing for, part-time job for high school kids?
It's a lot more difficult now, hiring minors, due to the labor laws.
Okay.
They're not that we would ever work you into submission, but the protocols of having to clock in, clock out, do this, do that. You have to make sure they said can't work more than X amount of hours, this, that, and the other. So it's become much more, I guess, tedious to get them to.
The scheduling alone's got to be a nightmare dealing with kids and their extracurriculars and everything else.
Well, when we bring them on, anybody, we say, all right, where are you in school?
Right.
What sports are you playing? Those are your priorities. This comes after that. There's plenty of time for have a job to be a priority.
Sure.
Right now, you know what? Your parents want you to work, or you want some extra spending money. Here's what you got.
Yeah, good for you. And it's also sort of you're more slices that are coming out of the pie, right? As far as what these kids the options that they have if they do want to do a part-time job.
Yes.
During school.
Yes. Yes. And they're out there. We have availability, but don't come to work or don't come looking for a job when you're a 3-sport star.
Right.
Because, believe it or not, I was an athlete at one point in time. I wrestled for a minute.
Well, okay. Just for
a long time.
Like a season.
But I didn't really work that much during that season. That
Okay.
was the work was school and wrestling.
Yeah.
So.
Do you guys get involved in any of the innovation stuff? Skyline not that long ago rolled out the chicken as a new option in there. What's the communication like coming from corporate and level of involvement when it comes to innovation for menu items and stuff?
They've been really open, transparent, and I think very forward thinking with a lot of that. I'm a big proponent of it. I think it's very smart.
Well, because you guys are going to be the ones doing the boots on the ground as far as actual selling of the merchandise, right? And if it's a product that gets tested out and something you guys aren't crazy about, they would want to have that feedback.
You're never going to please everybody with anything that you do. I'm one of these people that says if you can get 80% buy-in on anything, you got it. Okay. Look, do you remember in the early 2000s we had the mad cow situation?
Absolutely. That put a big strain on beef.
It did, didn't it? And we're very short on cattle in the United States right now.
Yeah, beef prices are crazy.
Okay,
right now.
so you don't snap your fingers and have a bunch more cattle. It takes time to redo that. I'm of the thinking that if we have another mad cow situation, we have a viable option, and it's really good.
You're talking specifically about the chicken.
The chicken.
Option.
And you brought up that's a really good,
Right.
viable option if there's a situation with beef.
Yeah.
And we're kind of in one.
I think the cost of a pound of ground beef right now is more than what the federal minimum wage is.
I'm the grocery shopper.
Yeah, you see it.
Typical guy.
Yeah.
I don't really look.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this sounds good. Let me put it in the cart.
Yeah. I get to the cashier. I'm like, ho!
You got to get on that Kroger app,
I'm
man.
like,
There's all sorts of digital
what is
deals
going
there.
on here? Ho! And when I notice it, it's bad. So, but
Well,
yeah.
that's really rough. And you've seen these ongoing challenges for a long time in the restaurant business.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you guys have been floating along and really succeeding for a while. And again, really happy to have you on after I saw the initial news about that land purchase in Norwood. Congratulations to you on that.
Thanks so much,
What is
Jack.
the timeline on that project?
We're in the early stages, but I'd like to see it open in the next 12 to 14 months.
Okay. So sometime in 27, looking to have a new
Very much so.
development going in Norwood, Skyline that'll move from Surrey Square north into this area along where Paycor's at, and then some other potential residents in there as well.
Oh, yeah. Looking very forward to it.
No, that's great. Steve Misleh of the Misleh Group, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Really appreciate having you on.
Awesome.
This is The Working Lunch. We'll be back in just a minute. Stick around.